everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Let Him Go. Pretty excited, had no idea it was coming out today to buy on Amazon Prime. And it's Kevin Costner, Diane Lane, about a retired sheriff and his wife who move away or go looking for their grandson because they're dealing with the death of their son. That's all I know about the movie. It's an hour and 54 minutes long. I guess shouldn't say that. That's not all I know. It's an hour and 54 minutes long. And it's a 7 on IMDb. 1,700 people have rated it so far. So, yeah, I like both of them. So I'm kind of excited to see what this holds. I thought I read more about it that made me even a little bit more, but that's all it says on IMDb, so that's all I'm going with. I'm not going to focus on it. I like to find out on my own what it's really about, relay that to you, and then ultimately let you know what I think. So, stick around. I'm excited. It's funny. I look at IMDb, I store all these, I want to see that, want to see that, want to see that. And I scroll through all the ones that have nothing on it because they're not even in the movie theaters yet. And I scroll, and then you start seeing the blue. And it usually says showtimes, so I could go to the movies and see them, but I watch them here. Then it's like, watch options. When I see that, it's like Christmas. It's like, watch options? What is it? Oh, I can get it on Prime. Let's do it. So, sorry, a little excited. Maybe I shared a little too much, made you inside, the Kimmel's Irish Pub behind the scenes there. I know you probably just turned me off, but let me turn you off, get into it here a little bit, find out what it's really about, and then ultimately let you know what I think. Stick around. Hey everybody, I want to do a quick check-in. We're watching Let Him Go. We're at the 55-minute, 25-second mark, so there's about an hour left. Pretty interesting, a lot different than I had assumed. I forget what I thought it was, but they have a son who's 26 years old. They seems like they were ranchers, lived on the farm, Kevin Costner and Diane Lane are married, and they have a son who's married, and they have a little boy at the time. And the son goes out riding his horse, and that's when he dies, right in the beginning. But that was right in the IMDb part. Well, years later, down the road, he's not even in school yet, so he's probably 4, maybe gonna be 5, something like that. Maybe he's 3. I don't know. It was a little baby at first. Now he's can walk and talk, but they say he's not in school. So he's in that age. Well, she ends up remarrying, and the last name is a Weebly. The only reason, because it's a big piece of the movie. And he seems to be like not the greatest husband in the world. I'll leave it at that. And they decide to up and leave. So they lived in Montana. At first they lived, their son and their wife lived with Diane Lane and Kevin Costner. But when she remarried, they moved out. And then one day they just pick up and leave. And they go back to North Dakota, where he's from. So, without telling them. So of course Diane Lane's upset and she wants to go find her grandson. And Kevin Costner. So they go to North Dakota to find them, and what we're coming to learn a little bit about is the Weebly are a tough group, the family. So don't know much more than that, but it seems like it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. We've been introduced to some of the family, and they are a little bit different. So, but we're only halfway through, so I can't imagine where it's going to go from here. Interesting. And I mean, the 55 minutes flew by. I wouldn't have even stopped it if my daughter didn't come down and ask for me to help her with a blanket. And I was like, wow, 55 minutes already. So that's kind of the draw it has. It has me interested that much. The time just flew by. So we'll see if the last hour flies by just as fast. But I don't know. Anything interesting? Oh, I did. I almost stopped it at one point because I was going to throw in trivia, and I will. A little bit of trivia. So Kevin Costner, Diane Lane, who were they parents of prior to this movie? Put it in the comments. Let's hear it. And I'm not going to say it now. I'll try and remember to say it at the end. But I was like, wait. Oh yeah. So don't Google it. Know it. And drop it in the comments. Alright, that's it. I'm going to get back to it here. And then I'm going to check all the comments and see what time you left them. Alright, I'll be back.
On our own 2 feet.
Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Let Him Go, and I have to say, I liked it. Definitely worth it. I was glad that I found that it was going to be on, and I was able to watch it. You know, right after our check-in, right, which always happens, it escalates and it changes the course of the movie. Quickly, I saw his name, Bobo Stewart's in it. He plays an interesting role. There's a piece I think they could have done a little bit differently with him, but that's okay. Probably not. I don't know. Why do it that way? Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. But the acting from Diane Lane is always really good. Kevin Costner, of course, is fantastic. But it escalates. It changes the course of the movie, and then there's a lot of edge of your seat, anxious type pieces of the movie, which isn't in there in the beginning of the movie. You know, it's all the development side of it for the first hour and 10 minutes, whatever. Definitely a 7, no doubt. Almost maybe close to an 8, maybe. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot, and you know, it went by quickly, so I was engaged. There's not much else. I'm trying to think of what else I could tell you. I don't want to ruin anything for you. I think you should check it out on your own, but know that it's worth watching. I think I've given you, you know, it's good acting, good plot, and I think it's creative. There you go. That's all I got. I can't go any further. You know, it's a 7 from me. Oh, you're probably wondering who the Kevin Costner and Diane Lane were parents of. Superman. How about that? There you go. All right. I'm sure you all got that. I know. But thanks for sticking around to find out if I knew. So there you go. That's all I got for you. I don't want to tell you anymore. Tell you what, after you subscribe to my channel, go ahead and watch this movie. I think you'll like it. So, all right. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.